Hello everyone, it's Cheri from the Yogashala. Nice to see you all. I thought I would show you or take you through the hip series today. You can do this practice anytime throughout the day. Maybe if you've been sitting for a long time or you just want to get away and work through the hamstrings, the legs, the hips. It is a great practice to insert in any time during your yoga practice. Or you can just do it alone. If you only have 10 minutes or so to work something in the body, this is a good way to start. You'll need a strap and maybe a block, a cushion, or something to elevate the sitting bones for a little later on. To start, before doing any sort of practice or becoming familiar with your body and your breath, let's take a few minutes to settle into your body using your breath to guide you. So we can start by lying on our backs. You can keep the knees bent if this feels good for the lower back. You can draw the knees in towards one another and the feet can just come out to the width of your hips or wider. The arms are just down by your sides. And just begin to feel. Feel and connect with your breath as you gently inhale through your nose, filling up your lungs, and then an equal exhalation, emptying out. Take 10 to 12 conscious breaths, bringing your mind slowly into your body. Notice and feel if there's any tension that you're still holding on to. Maybe around the shoulders, the back of your pelvis. And just with each inhalation that you take, fill up your body with fresh oxygen. And then with each exhale, allow the blood flow and the oxygen to swirl and move through the entire body. Soften your head, neck, and shoulders. Maybe release any tension in your jaw, clenching through the back. Offer your mind into your body. And so as you move through your practice, your intentions stay within. Taking 2 more breaths. Sink even deeper into your body. Slowly take the legs long down your mat or on your floor. Bring the legs together so that the big toes are touching and the ankles are coming towards one another. Press your heels away from your buttocks and straighten your legs. Let's take a full body stretch. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Reach so your fingertips press through your heels and lengthen through the sides of your body. From your waist to your armpits, armpits to elbows, elbows to wrists. Deep inhale, fill up. Exhaling, reach, lengthen, and stretch your body. 1 more breath just like this. Bring your arms back over by your sides. You'll need a strap or a belt now. You'll keep your left leg down where it is. Bend your right knee and bring it in towards your chest. Take your strap and loop it around the sole of your right foot, more towards your heel bone, and then straighten your leg up towards the ceiling or just away from you. Take both tails of the strap in your right hand only. You can cross the back of the palm of your hand and then wrap the strap between the thumb and first finger, clasping both tails of the strap with the palm of your hand. The palm of your hand stays in towards the body. This will just help to keep any tension off of gripping through the palm of your hand. It's a nice, comfortable way to hold this pose, as we'll be here for 3 to 9 breaths. Inhaling, stretch both of your legs away from you and flex your toes towards your nose or to the center of your body. Draw the base of your belly in towards your abdomen and up towards your sternum. Shoulders down and into the socket, lying on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. I'd like you to pay attention to your outer right hip crease. And I want you to move your right hip down and away from your head towards your inner left ankle. This helps to keep the pelvis in neutral. Inhale, breathe into the belly of the hamstring on the right leg. Exhaling, imagining the fibers of the muscle lengthening and releasing tension in both directions. Inhaling and exhaling, last cue, press through your inner left thigh bone. Anchor that leg down and towards the floor. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, release the leg, and we'll change sides. Take the strap into the left hand only. Arm is straight, so we're taking the bend out of the elbow. Get the shoulder down and onto your mat. Deep inhale, lengthening your legs, pressing your heels away. Belly button draws gently in towards your spine. As you continue to breathe smoothly, inhaling and exhaling, I want you now to take that left hip away from your head and down and into your inner right ankle. Breathe into the back of the leg, to wherever the tension is speaking the loudest. And then anchoring down through your inner right thigh bone to keep both of your legs strong and engaged. Inhale, exhaling. Inhaling, release the left leg, and we'll immediately come back to the right. Right knee in towards your chest, loop the strap around the sole of your foot. This time, take your left hand, cross it, and do the same thing. Wrap the strap around the outside of the palm of the hand there and reach up towards your right ankle with your left hand. Again, the legs must be straight to work the hamstrings in this pose. Your right hand now can have a job. You can take your thumb and first finger there and place it into that hip crease. This will help to keep that traction in the hip. First, take a deep inhale and straighten and stretch through your legs. Exhale, move the energy through the backs of the legs. Inhaling, draw the pit of your abdomen in and up towards your sternum. And then gently begin to move this right hip down and into its socket, keeping your hand there to help the leg stay in joint. And then anchor down through your inner left thigh bone. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, guide your right leg across to the left side of your body and stop when you start to feel the back of your right pelvis lifting off of your mat. We're now working through adduction, adducting the leg towards the midline of your body. Some of you may feel a stronger tension now through the outside of that right leg. Keep the feet nice and flexed and keep moving your right hip down and into its socket. Inhales and exhales. Keep your focus on to the areas of tension and use your breath to soften. Take one more breath, inhale. Stay here for the exhale. And then inhale, guide the leg back up, bend your knee and release the strap. And then we'll go to the other side. Bring the legs back together each time so that we're aligning the body into its proper alignment before we begin. Left leg comes in, loop the strap. Right arm crosses and holds both tails of the strap, nice straight arm. First, set your foundation. Take the left hand and place it in the left crease to help move that hip down and into its socket. Take a deep inhale and straighten your legs. Belly into your spine. Anchor your inner right thigh bone down and in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, guide your left leg now across to your right side body. Again, stopping when you start to feel the left side coming off of the mat. And then continue to work your left hip into its joint down and away from your head. Inhaling and exhaling. Send the breath to the back or the side of the leg where it's speaking to you the loudest. Inhaling, exhaling. Feet are flexed, legs are engaged. One more breath, inhale, exhaling, and then inhale, draw your leg back up, bend the knee, release the strap, and place the leg back down. Moving to abduction now, as we're taking the leg away from the midline of the body out to the side. Keep your left foot down and leg onto the ground. Bend your right knee, bring it in towards your chest, loop the strap around your heel bone. Now the right hand comes back into play here. Right hand, right leg. Nice long, straight legs, long arm. Left hand now can come and sit or hook on top of your right hip bone, your ASIS bone. A little bony part that sticks out. You can hook your fingertips onto that bone to allow that leg and hip to stay exactly where it is. Take a deep inhale, straightening your legs, locking your belly down and in. Exhale, begin to guide your right leg out to the side, moving with the outer edge side of your foot. Take a look, turn your head, and make sure that the outer side of your foot is parallel to the edge of the floor. And then bring your head back up to center. We want to keep your left hip bone moving down and into the surface of your mat. Inhale, reach your inner ankle, right inner ankle, away from your left hip as you lengthen and straighten your right leg away from the midline of your body. Keep the left side anchored strongly, inner thigh bone pressing down, belly to spine. Inhale, press through your heels. Exhale, soften through the tension. Soften the upper back, the neck. Take one more breath with your leg out there, inhaling, staying for your exhale. And then using an inhalation, take the leg back up straight, bend your knee, release the strap, and place your leg back down. And then we switch to the other side. Left knee into chest, loop the strap, straighten the leg. Left arm, left leg. Take the right hand now and hook it on to the top of the ASIS bone. Straighten both of your legs. Anchor down solidly through your right inner thigh bone. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, guide your left leg out to the left. Arm stays long and straight. Take a look to make sure that the outer edge of that foot is equal and parallel to the floor. And if it's not, just change the direction of the toes or the heels. And then work the action in the pose. Move your inner left ankle away from your right hip, using that hand, your right hand, to be that point of reference for you. Straighten through your legs, inhaling. Exhale, reach. Soften the shoulders, soften the neck, soften the head. Inhale, exhaling. Inhale, draw the leg back up, bend the knee, release the strap, and place the foot back down. We're now going to move into internal rotation. We can place our strap to the side. We won't need it for this one. Bend both of your knees and bring the soles of your feet to your mat. I'd like you to walk your feet again together so that the big toes are together and the inner ankles are towards one another. The knees are together. Your legs are at 90 degrees here. So maybe take your fingertips, help the back of your head to look up. You want to make sure that your ankles are right underneath your knees here. Okay? And then bring your head back down, arms down by your sides. Keep your left leg where it is. You're going to walk your right foot off to the side of your mat, taking your inner right knee down and in towards the floor. You want to take that inner right knee down and in towards your inner left ankle without moving your left foot. And then again, take your fingertips to the back of your head, lift your neck, and then I want you to look at the degree and the angle of your right leg. I want you to create a 90-degree angle with your right leg from the knee, thigh, and then out to your ankle. And then I want you to come into a deep flexion. So pull the toes towards your shin and come into the inner edge of your right foot. This will help to protect the knee. Right now, you should be feeling some inner rotation here through your inner right leg. This may be enough. If there is no knee pain and you'd like to go further, you can pick up your left ankle leg and place it over top of your right thigh. And then gently allow that leg to open up. That'll begin to internally rotate your inner right leg a bit more. If there is any knee pain, come out of this pose and stay where you are here. If even here you start to feel knee pain, we can take a block, a book, a cushion, a pot, whatever you have at home, and you can place a block underneath that knee at any height to support, okay? You're still working the inner rotators of the hip here. Wherever you are, you'll stay for 3 to 9 breaths. And then slowly you'll release from this side and you'll heel toe walk the feet back together. And then you'll move to the other side. If you needed to support the right side knee, I ask you to support the left, even though maybe one side's a little more supple or flexible. What it does is it helps to create balance in the body. So by propping the knee that may not need it, it actually helps the weaker side of the body to feel equal to its partner who's stronger. Okay? But again, the alignment principles are the same. Take a look to make sure that your legs are up and down, knee over ankle. Then walk the left foot out to the side. Inner left knee now is dropping in towards your right ankle without moving the right foot. Again, take the back of your head to help lift. Make sure that the leg is at 90 degrees and then strongly flex the left toes towards your shin and come onto the inner edge of that foot. So right here, you're already in internal rotation on your left side. Going further with no knee pain, picking up the right ankle and resting it on the outer side of the left thigh and then dropping the leg out. Staying here for 3 to 9 breaths. If you're in full posture or at any point, I want you to continue to draw and lift the pit of your abdomen in and up towards your sternum as you begin to lengthen the knee and the inner thigh away from the hip so that you're actually creating traction inside the hip socket. Releasing from this side, heel toe the foot back together and come back to the starting point. We'll use our strap again now for external rotation. We'll start with straightening out our left leg. Bring your right ankle across your left thigh. You'll need to reach up and take a strap, a belt, around the top of the ankle bone here, as you'll see. So it's not on the foot, it's above the ankle. And then you're going to lie the outer edge of your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Take both tails of the strap, and I want you to hold it like a ski pole so that you lay the top of your fist here, or the knuckles, right just at that left hip bone. And then you're going to draw and allow your right knee to come out and away. Now we're working in external rotators of the hip socket on the right side. Keeping the knuckles down and onto the left helps to keep this side stable and moving away. You always want to think about your lengthening the knee away from the socket rather than pressing it to the floor. Lift the pit of your abdomen, drawn in and up to your sternum. 3 to 9 breaths. Flexing strongly through both of your feet. Keep the legs active. Soften through the shoulders, through the neck. When you're ready to change, you'll take the leg back up. Draw the left leg back in, Release the strap and switch to the other side. Right leg straight, left comes in, loop the strap. Lie the outside of the ankle on the right leg. Take the strap like a ski pole. Thumb is up, pinky is down, knuckles are up, and then just rest the base of the palm at your hip point here, that ASIS bone, and then drop the left knee out towards the side. Belly in towards your spine, deep inhales and exhales here as we begin to externally rotate your left thigh bone inside the hip socket. Allow the knee to move away. So as if you're tractioning the leg. Keep a strong hold on to the strap and at the hip bone to create this extension. 3 to 9 breaths. Again, creating balance in the body. However long you were on one side, equal that distance on the other. And when you're ready to change, release. Draw the right leg back up. Release the strap. So we've done 5 ranges of motion in our hips. We're now going to move on to the 6th, which is Virasana or hero pose. And we're going to work our legs again, one at a time. So you'll need a block, a bolster, something perhaps to support the sitting bones. Unless, of course, you can have your sitting bones down onto the floor with your knees still on the floor here, okay? Most of us will need some sort of elevation with the sitting bones on a block or bolster. And this can be at any height. So we're coming into extension now of the hip. We'll keep our left leg where it is. You're going to take your right leg and bring the inner right ankle to your inner left knee here. So we're going to do one leg at a time. Now here, you may start to feel something, an opening through that front left thigh. I'm actually going to switch. Let's keep the right leg down and the left forward for now. So already, we're in extension of the hip, but we want to create traction here. So, lifting the belly in towards your spine and up. Keep your inner left foot anchored, your inner right knee anchored, and bring your hands behind you. And begin to walk the hands and the torso back. Beginning to feel a stretch and an opening through the front of your thigh here. What you want to avoid is when this knee starts to lift off, you've gone too far. Continuing to move your way back, some of you may get all the way down to elbows. What I want to mention is that whatever height your sitting bones are at, that is the height in which your elbows should be at as well. So taking another block or a bolster and staying for 3 to 9 breaths. Continuing to work this opening here, lifting the belly and moving the knee away from the hip socket. Inhaling, exhaling. And then very slowly, when you're ready to change, you come up and switch sides. Inner left knee is down and into your inner right ankle. And then begin to walk your body away, opening up the front of the hip here. Coming into whatever version is for you by keeping the left knee down, focusing on the opening of the front of the hip here. Inhaling and exhaling 3 to 9 breaths. And then when you're ready, bringing yourself back up, release both of your legs. And then come to sit for just a moment in Sukhasana. Feel and notice some space and expanse through the hips, through the hamstrings. By working these muscles, they're directly connected to the pelvis, which then can also help to relieve any back pain. Thank you so much for joining me today and trying the hip series out. It's a series that was developed and refined from my master teacher, Adil Palkivala, through Purna Yoga. I'd like to thank you all for joining. Have a great day. Namaste.